Making efficient Ortega faces is a bit of a mix. Sometimes it's really easy, and other times it's not so obvious. In this video I'll be showing you how to make almost efficient Ortega faces. So before probably even using this Ortega method, then you should probably be color neutral, which basically means being able to start in any color, not just white. So, like that. But for learning purposes, I will start on white on the bottom, just so it's easier to tell what I'm doing. Alright, so when you're looking around the cube, you want to look for bars. So bars are basically two colors that are next to each other. Sometimes you'll get a row of 3, and this is the cases I'll be talking about first. But generally, you want to find bars. So for the cases, if you find a 3 like this, where it's kind of like 1, 2, and 3, then the other sticker, so it's white, so you want to find the other white piece, which is here. Remember, in Ortega, you don't have to have the full layer, just the face. So if the other piece is on the top, but it's like on the side, it's like not the very top, but it's like this side, then you can always do this in 3 moves. So if it was directly on the piece, you could go like this, or if it was like this, you could go like this, and if it was here, you could go like this. If it was here, you could go like this. And if it was back here, you could do this. And if it was back here, you could do this. But if it's like this, if it's one of these two pieces, then you can always do some 4 moves. Either you bring it in, then you can insert in 3 moves. Or you can go like this, and then you can insert in 3 moves. That's generally the idea. You can always move it to a spot where it's 3 moves in. And maybe most of the time you can do it in 3 moves. Alright, now for the cases when you have 3 in the bottom, but the other sticker is facing up. So what you want to do, I'll admit I used to do this. What might seem obvious is this. And then that turns it into a case where you can do it in 3 moves, or actually like this. But actually how you want to do this is, as you can see, there's a bar here, so we just want to keep that on the left. And we want to see which one of these is white. It's this one. It's on the bottom. So we want to have, if we look at the front, we want to have this on the left and the bottom. Well, essentially when I do right 2, they'll pair up. So once you have this, you have a bar on a bar, you can just bring that and just bring that down like that. Or you could go like this, and then once you bring it up, they'll pair up, and then you can just put that back down. So now for the cases where you have 3 on the bottom, but the other white corner is one of these 2 spots. It's kind of in the slot. It's the piece that is the other piece in the layer, but it's not solved. So if it's like this, then in 1 move, which is either this or this, you can always put the white on the bottom, like that. So once you put the white on the bottom, it will push the other piece out, and you can insert this in 3 moves, like that. Or if it was if it was like this, then you could go like this, push the piece out of the way, and you can just insert this in 3 moves. So generally, sometimes you'll be able to find 3, but most of the time you'll be able to find just 1 bar. So these are the cases where you just have 1 bar like that. So the first kind of case is if you have 2 on the top, actually. If you have 2 on the top, if they're next to each other and then you have a bar here, you can just simply move that to the bottom. That's pretty easy. But if they're diagonally like this, then what you can do is you can just move one of them down like this. Then move the other one here, so that when you put this up, they'll pair up. Then you can just align and put the bar back down. So put it back down, move, pair up, align, insert. So now for the cases when you have a bar and you have the other two stickers that are kind of on the top side. So they're on the top layer, but not these very top pieces. So the first case is like this. And if you see a case like this, where if you can just do a U-turn, one of the stickers are just in the place. Or another way to think about it, if you just look at it, the sticker's on the left. So this is on the left, and this is also on the left. What you can do in this case is you can insert one of them like this, and then you can insert the other one in 3 moves like that. So put one in the back, put that one in the back and just go like this, insert that, and just insert that in 3 moves like that. So you wouldn't want to insert this one because you have to insert this in 4 moves, so that will be a little worse. If you have a case where a bar and the white stickers are off by U2, so if you do U2, you can see it's on the left. This is kind of a case you kind of need to recognize. Then just put one at the back, and you can like insert this, and then just insert the other one with 4 moves like that. If it's like this, where if you see this one's on the right, but now this one's on the left. Now what you can do is you can just face the front, put the bar at the back, and put the 2 pieces at the front. So now what you want to do is a single F or F prime. So I'll do F prime. Then you'll get a 3 case from before, and then you can just solve it like that. But if you get a case like this, where they're kind of apart from each other, but still one's on the left and one's on the right, then you can simply just insert one of them like that, and you can just insert the other one like that. So what you can do is actually cancel like that. Now if you have a bar and one piece is about to go in, and the other piece is on the very top. So what I mean by about to go in is you can insert this into the bottom layer with 1 move like that. If it was like this, the white won't go into the bottom layer with 1 move, but it was like that. So if one's on the top, then position it so that when you bring this up, they'll pair up. Then you can just align and then put it back down. It's like that 3 case from earlier, but it's not here, it's here. So just align it and then just put it in like that. And it doesn't matter where it is. If it was like here, then you could just move it there. Now we have 2 that are just about to go in, but if you put one of them in, it pushes the other one out. But what you can do is do that, and then just insert the other one with the 3 mover from earlier. So that's pair up, align, and then just put that back down. Now we have a case when one's on the top and one's on the top side. So if you notice this, then what you can do is see if you can pair these up in 1 move. If they do, then just align it and put it back down. So that's basically the same thing as a 3 mover from earlier. But if it wasn't, if it was like this, then you could not pair them up in 1 move. Then you might have to use left-handed, but it's better. You basically just put this one back, put the top one down, and then just insert this in 4 moves like that. Or if it was like this, then maybe if you could just insert this down here, but as this is going in, add 1 more move to solve this one as well, and put this back down. Now we have one that's about to go in and a top side piece. So if you notice that you can turn the top layer and you can attach this, then you can just put it down and solve your face. But if you couldn't do it, if it was like this, then just simply take this piece, if it was around here, off, put this back down, and just insert this in 4 moves. Now we have when pieces are in one of these 2 spots. So if one of the pieces is in one of these 2 spots and the other piece is on the very top, then put this at the very back and then do this. Just do 1 move, and then you get a case from earlier, because when we do this, you can pair them up, align, and just insert like that. If you have a case where it's one of these is here and one of these is the top side, then what you can do is just insert the top side in one move, and then just solve this from earlier. So push it down and then just insert. And if you have a case like this, well, then you can just simply do R2, and then you have a case from earlier where you can split them up, and then you can just move it in like that. And a little bit off topic, if it's like this one, if you can do U2 and then you can insert like that, then there actually is a bit of a more efficient way. You can just move this down, and then you have a case from earlier we can just move it like that. So now I'll just go through some examples just to show you what I would do. Oh yeah, and in the unlikely event that there's no bar, then I'll show you something that you can do earlier. Alright, so I see green here, so this is no hard case. You can just do this like that. Let's see. What I would do is we have this red here, it's pretty good, and we can just go like that. Let's do another one. Oh, this is a case I did not go over. I apologize, I may have forgot some. But what you can do in a case like this with the yellow is you can bring it down, and then you two image into in 3 moves. The finger tricks may not be it might seem very long, but it's actually really fast. Messed that up. Oh, we have a block here, it's pretty good. But we have this red, so you can go like that. White, that's pretty good, so you can just go like that. Yeah, the 3 cases are really easy. We have this. What I would do is that. Yellow. Okay, can you see what to do with the yellow face? That's right, you can just do U2 and just insert that. And we'll do one more. That one's a bit too easy, I'll do a little harder one. So I want here's one. So what you can do is just do U2 for the green and then just like that. So yeah, if you see if you see this pen, then you can do it really fast like that. Alright, I'm just gonna solve it, and yeah. Oops. So if for some reason you do not have a bar, this is a really bad scramble, then what you can do is try seeing 1 moves that make a bar. So like 1 move gives me these 2 bars. So maybe I could just imagine these 2 pieces like this case. Like that. It might be pretty hard to do that during inspection, but at least make the bar and then see what case you have. So yeah. So that's it for this tutorial. Let me know if this helped. And if I missed out any cases, I might make a part 2 of this, but I'm pretty sure I did all of them. So see you next time. Oops.